Hello. I hope everybody can see me. Hopefully this is working correctly. So really quick, we're just going to get started with a description of what it is I do, how it works, and all that fun stuff. And then we're going to do lots of demonstrations today. So without further ado, hello, my name is Kirsten Morley, your certified emotion code and body code practitioner. Today is the 27th of April, and I'm pretty excited to be here. Just getting back and helping as many people as we can tonight. I'll probably be on for a couple hours. We'll see how much energy I have. It's been a long day. So really quick, let's go over how things, like what emotion code is and just a brief description of it. If you would like to have a better description of what it is, just go click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway to enter to win. And then again, if you'd like to watch a full explanation of it, there's going to be a video there. Excuse me. And then if you're on YouTube, go ahead and go watch the video linked in the description of what the emotion code is. So, or explanation. So really quick, what is the emotion code? The emotion code is an energy healing technique that helps us to identify and literally release negative trapped emotional energies from negative past events. And these trapped emotions, I personally believe, can cause depression, anxiety. They can cause you to feel blocked from feeling love and happiness and make you feel disconnected from others. And trapped emotions are made of energy, just like the rest of the body, that it can exert an influence on the physical tissue. So like I believe it can cause headaches, back pain, lower back pain, literally distort the tissues inside of your body, causing the physical pain. It can cause you to feel, mental issues, spiritual, emotional. It can make you feel very quick to anger, quick to sadness, all of those things. And then releasing these trapped emotions makes conditions right for your body to heal itself, because your body is made to heal itself. But a lot of the times when these trapped emotional energies or these negative energies get stuck inside of your body, it prevents your body from healing properly. So what I do is I energetically release these negative trapped emotional energies from your body. And these issues either go away completely or they become a lot more manageable. So that is the gist of the emotion code. One thing I do like to talk about, though, is the heart wall. The heart wall is by far one of my favorite things to talk about, because releasing my heart wall was an extraordinary event for me, because I didn't realize how much I was blocked within my heart, like feeling love, or let me just go over this. So if you have any of these 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. Anxiety, depression, PTSD, low energy, fatigue, major health issues, foggy mission in life, relationship issues. So this is like giving and receiving love, and abundance and wealth issues. So if you have any of those 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. And what is a heart wall and how do you actually get it? So when we go through trauma or abuse, a lot of the times our body has an energetic self-defense mechanism to protect your heart, because your heart's the most important organ in the body. And so what's happening is when we go through that trauma, our energy body is scooping up those trapped emotional energies, those like balls of energy, and placing layers over your heart, because your heart is the most important organ in the body. And without your heart, you're not getting blood to your toes or your fingers or anything else for that matter. So by releasing that heart wall, or releasing the emotions one by one, typically takes anywhere from 3 to 5 sessions to release it completely. And then once it's gone, those 10 typical symptoms either go away completely or they become a lot more manageable. So that is the gist of it. That is the gist. Woo. Okay. So I absolutely love working with all types of people. My favorite part about working with people is actually showing what they're really capable of. And so, hi. So basically what we're going to do today is we're going to do as many sessions as we possibly can. It's 100% free during these lives. And if you're interested, I do have openings next week. I'm completely booked out tomorrow. So if you have, if you would like to schedule a one-on-one session, I do have openings next week, and I'm actually opening up a day so that more people can get in. But as far as these sessions, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and in the comment section, there is a link. If you just go fill that out, and you'll be able to go enter to win as well. So let's see. I'm out of breath. Tonight's going to be a good night. I can feel it. Happy birthday. I have a session with you next Friday. Yay. That's awesome. I'm excited for that. Okay. So what are we doing today? Today, we are going to be doing lots of sessions, literally as many as you possibly can. And then just a reminder, if you've already had a session with me, it's been 11 sessions. I need to book again. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love that. So again, if you've already had a session with me, then we're going to move on to the next person, just because I'm only doing brand new people today. And I'm pretty excited. So again, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. And just a reminder, every single live, I clear the list because it would take way too long to go through all the people, because sometimes people just don't come back. So with that being said, we will need you to go enter again if you haven't already. So welcome. I love brand new people. I love it. Cool. All right. So all right, we're just going to get started with the people that we have. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Let's see. Jasmine, it looks like you won the session. Just filled it out. Woo! How exciting. Welcome. I love that. And then in order to do the session, we have to get to 3,000 likes, which will be so easy. All you have to do is just double tap. And then the only way that I'm able to do all of these sessions for free during these lives is if you follow me here on TikTok, follow my Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. That way these can stay free. So welcome. Let's see. Jasmine, I just saw you commenting. Going once, going twice. Hi. I believe your name is Ashley. Welcome. I'm here. Perfect. Okay, so if you'll just tell me what issue you want to work on. So we can work on anxiety, depression. We can work on anything physical. So for example, we can work on headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, pretty much anything you need. Whatever is hanging over me. Oh, I hate that feeling. That's like The worst. Depression. Okay, so Jasmine is 24. Depression. You know how I said that I was going to make sure that this, oh my gosh, that this cough was going to go away? It hasn't. It's so refreshing. So, Jasmine, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the depression? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. One being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. 9. Oh my gosh. No, I just got done being sick. So I want to say the day after Easter in the evening, I actually got started getting like a tickle in my throat, and almost every single one of my kids were sick. 2 out of the 3, and then my husband was also sick, and it just like went all through us. It was awful. It was so awful. I was like, what the heck? This is crazy. But hi, hello. All right, so Jasmine is 24. She's dealing with depression, and it's about a 9 out of a 10. So let's see what we can work on. Yay, we got to 2,000 or 3,000. Let's do this. All right, can I this proxy for you? Yes. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Terror. When did this pretend 20 age 20? We need to know more. And then let us know if you recognize any of these emotions. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4. Indecisiveness. When did it pretend to 9, 7, 6, age 6? We need to know more. Okay. Do we go ahead and release that? Do we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? I need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Hi. What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4. Guilt. When did this pretend 20 age 20? We need to know more. Okay. Go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2. Lack of control. When did this pretend 20 age 20? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Overwhelm. When did this pretend to age 17? We need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even out of 1. Insecurity. Everything you have said has fit everything into my life. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 16, 14, age 14. We need more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the 2, 4, 6? Shame. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? I need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression, maybe even 2%. Shame. When did this person 987, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even a heartache. When did this person 98? Age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Okay, why did I go? Jan, I almost got to do something else. I'm so sorry. Go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your knee around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, after a really, really big deep breath, inhale. And exhale. How do you rate that depression? By far my favorite part. Thank you for sharing. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. We'll say 4. That's so cool. From 9 to a 4, 3.5-ish, heavy on the edge. That's amazing. I'm seriously so happy for you. Like something is lifted off of me. Yes. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's do another person. I felt a lift. Interesting. That's so funny. That is so cool. Let's do another one. All righty, Rooskies. Again, if you'd like to enter to win, click in the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And we will just keep doing a new person over and over again. So let's pick a new person. Let's see, Miss Medic, 37. Welcome. We've got quite a few people. And then, can you enter if you've had a session? No, so I'm only doing new people today. Eek! How exciting. Oh, it's you're probably a private account. Okay, so welcome. So let's do a session. Miss Medic, what did you want to, yes. What did you want to work on? So we can work on anything you want. I usually like to stay around things that are measurable in this moment. So, yay, welcome. I love new people. And then let's go ahead and get to 5,000 likes. Just double tap. Neck pain. Oh my goodness. That's exciting. Melissa. Let's see. New and entered. Yes. Okay. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that neck pain? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most. You're right in this moment now. Oh, so close. Keep double tapping the screen. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. How do you rate the pain in your neck in this moment? A 7. That's really high for neck pain. I guess I know it's relative, but at the same time, like, whew, okay, let's do it. Yay, we got to 5,000 likes. Let's get to it. We'll have a quick moment of silence and we'll start. All right, can I have this proxy for you, Melissa? Yes. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing the pain in your neck? Maybe even matter 1. Insecurity. When is pretended 987H? So let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this pain in your neck? Maybe even add 1. Insecurity. When this is 10, 20, 30, 28, 76, 5, age 24. Do we need to know more? And let us know if you recognize any of these. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this pain in your neck? Maybe even add 1. So this one is called joy. It's sometimes like that feeling of like too much of a good can be bad. So it's like laughing until you like your cheeks hurt or your stomach hurts, but like way over joy. Does that make sense? When did this 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18? We need to know more. Okay. Go ahead and release that. Did we correct? I don't get that one very often. But when what is the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing the pain in your neck? Maybe 4. Indecisiveness. When did this pretend 9, 8, 7, 8, 7? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct? What's the biggest trapped emotion release on causing this pain in your neck? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this pretend 9, 8, 7, H 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Don't mind if you can hear my kids. They're like going crazy downstairs. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this pain in your neck? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When does this pretend 10, 9, 8 to age 8? We need to know more. Okay. I release that. Did we correct that? They're probably wrestling. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this pain in your neck? Maybe even 4, 6. Pride. When does it pretend 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6? Do we need to know more? Okay. Go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is pain in your neck? Maybe even, I don't know. Effort unreceived. Effort unreceived is an interesting emotion. It's kind of like putting forth an effort and then not receiving acknowledgement for that. Does that make sense? So when did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 4? We need to know more. This is hitting so close to home. Oh, I'm so glad for you. I'm so happy for you. Let's go ahead and release that. Not that you had to experience this, but that we're able to like let this go. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this pain in your neck? Maybe even 1. Betrayal. When does 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay. Let's release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing the pain in your neck? Maybe even 1. Insecurity. When did this pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 4? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. To be correct, that was the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this pain in your neck. Maybe even another one. Insecurity. When 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, age 23. We need to know more. It's so interesting. Every single one, sometimes I feel the emotions or I can sense what they're about. And every single insecurity has been like a different part of your life. So for example, so let's actually release that before I forget. So for example, like mental safety, physical safety, emotional safety, spiritual safety. So it's like every single aspect of your life in that way. You've had different instances where it's like you just don't feel safe or you don't feel secure. Does that resonate with you? What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this pain in your neck? All right, and then go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around, give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerk it. Absolutely, I can recall each situation you have called out. What? Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Okay, go ahead and take a really big deep breath. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that pain in your neck? One being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. 3! Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I love this. I'm obsessed with this stuff. Oh my gosh. From a 7 to a 3. Stop it. I love it. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I hope it keeps getting better for you. Yay. Okay, next person. All right, let's get to 10,000 likes. So double tap the screen that we can get to 10,000 likes and we can do the next person. Yay. Remember, again, we are doing we're only doing new people. Hi, welcome. Sharing the live. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, moving on to the next person. New chronic back pain. Yes, I would love to work with you. Okay, so if you would like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio, click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will, you'll be entered to win. When is the new part of this series coming out? So as of right now, I probably have like 2 more episodes, and I'll release tomorrow. It's pretty juicy stuff, isn't it? I love it. It was, I think too many people, there's too many people that relate to it, which is really sad, but. All righty, Rue, let's do another person. Amanda DeLilly. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll just spend the all of them. Stop. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. You know, when I put the whole thing together, I didn't realize that it was going to be like an hour and a half long. Me! Perfect. Welcome, Amanda. Oh, I totally said that wrong. Amanda DeLilly. It's Amanda Lilly. I'm so sorry. All right, so you guys were so close to 10,000. So close to 10,000. We're so close. Let's see. All right, what are we working on for you? Even after 23 years, I still get triggered easily from what he did. Ugh. You know, it's so sad. It is so sad that people relate that much. Depression. Okay, let's do it. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate it? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the most severe. 10K. Thank you. Thanks for watching that for me. Let's see. Depression. Man, y'all got some high depression today. I'm so sorry that you guys are dealing with that. All right. Welcome. Okay. We'll have a quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. Can I just proxy for you? What is the biggest trapped emotion release that is causing this depression? Maybe even out of 1. Effort unreceived. When 10, 20, 30, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we get that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Maybe out of 1, 3. Rejection. When this pretend 90, age 7. We need no more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even out of 1. Insecurity. When did this occur? 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, age 17. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the big trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even out of 1. Heartache. When did this pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4. Panic. When did this pretend 10, 9, 7, age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. All of this resonates. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. What do you do for a living to say? Oh, I'm a certified emotion code and body code practitioner. This is what I do for a living. I just like to come on here and kind of demonstrate this for people. To book appointment, but I want to know everything. I would assume you want to know what everything is and how it works. So one thing that I would do if you're interested in booking a session, just go click on the link in my bio and watch the video. It'll explain everything. And then below that is for you to schedule an introductory session. So you get to try it out. There's no commitment. It's just, you get the session done. And then if you like it, you can continue. And if not, then, that's okay. There's no pressure. It's very easy, very simple, and that's pretty much it. All right, Amanda, what is the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe 2. Failure. When did it pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? Need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. To be correct, that what's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this depression? Maybe even out of 1. Vulnerability. When did this occur? Age 20. We need to know more. I release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now? Sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I wish I did. It does though. What is the biggest trapped emotion release that's caused depression? Maybe even out of 1. Insecurity. When did this occur? 10, 20, 19, 18, age 17. Need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe 2. Oh, nervousness. When 10 to 90, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Emotion can release that's causing this depression. Trapped emotion of anger. Most of the time, depression is from suppressed anger, which really sucks. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around, give it a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it. Woo! And on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that depression? 1 being the lowest and 10 being severe. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the most severe. Big breaths. Hi, Erica. 3. Yes. 3, and I definitely felt something in my chest. Oh my goodness. How exciting. I'm so happy for you. So again, that's all we do. We just release trapped emotions. You feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. So woo. Let's do another session. Let's see. I'm good. I'm a little tired today because I've been editing videos all day, but I'll make it. I will make it. Let's see. Picking a new person. You guys, I'm so excited today. I'm like obsessed with this stuff. I love your videos. Thank you. I really appreciate that. S. Walker. Fingers crossed. Hopefully. May the odds be ever in your favor. May the odds be ever in your favor. Yes, maybe. S. Walker. Going once. Going twice. Beep, beep. There you are. Okay. Let's do it. So, what did you want to work on? I believe your name is Summer. Welcome. What did you want to work on today? So, anything mental, so anxiety, depression, triggers. We can work on anything physical, so like headaches, migraines, back pain, lower back pain, anything you think of. Oh my gosh, anxiety. Okay, let's do it. And Summer is 28. Excuse me. And we are working on anxiety. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the anxiety in this moment now? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being like the most severe. Just a reminder, the way that I'm able to do these sessions for free is you guys follow me here on TikTok, on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's how I keep this for free, just by following me. Yay! Thank you. Okay, so 6. Let's go ahead and have a quick moment of silence and look at it. Man, we are plowing through these sessions. Yay! right, can I make this proxy for you? Yes. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Insecurity. Just pretend and age 7. We need some more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even at one. Vulnerability. When this pretend 20, 30, 28, 7, so 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24. Do we need to know more? Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2. Hopelessness. When did this pretend to 987 age 7? We need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trap emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did it pretend to 98765 age 4? Need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Vulnerability. That is not a good vibe. When did this pretend 2020, 19, 15, age 14, 15, somewhere around there. We'll put 15. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Heartache. When this 987 age 7. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Heartache. When this 10, 20, 30, 25, 28, 7, 6, 5, 25. We need to know more. Okay. The math skills going on right now. I'm just muscle testing, that's all. Did we correct that? Summer, do you recognize any of these emotions by chance? What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of 1, 3. Rejection. When does pretend to 9, age 8? Yes, awesome. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Insecurity. When 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6. We need to know more. Okay. Go ahead and release that. Ooh. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of 1, 3. Defensiveness. When does 10, 20, 29, 80, 17, age 17? We need more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? The biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps with your shoulders around, your neck around, give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. And then go ahead and take some really big deep breaths. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe, how do you rate the anxiety? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. being the lowest. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. 2, from a 6 to a 2. Yay. Hi, babe. I know you can see me. You should say hi. I'm dizzy, lightheaded. That's very typical. That's very typical. I would say people feel kind of like a weight's been lifted off, and that's kind of what's making the dizzy, lightheaded feeling. But interesting. I'm feeling so much better today. I need another full session. Yes, go schedule one. I would love to work with you. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty typical. Some people feel like kind of tingly. Some people feel like kind of lightheaded. Anyways, it goes away after a few minutes. Just go get a drink, a tall glass of water, and do some breaths, some breath work. You're welcome. It was a pleasure working with you. All right, let's get to 15,000 likes, and we will do the next person. Orange juice with the pulp. I know it's gross, but it has the fiber in it that you need. Yay. Okay, let's do the next person. Yay. Oh, so close. Let's do it. KS Farm Wife. I'm not a big fan of orange juice unless it's like freshly squeezed. Other than that, I'm not a big fan. I know some people are, but sometimes, or actually almost anytime I get orange juice, it's always way too sour. Blech. How does this work? I'm intrigued. So I hadn't. Yay, 15,000. Okay, so KS Farms going once, going twice. Moving on to the next person. I promise I will explain. So basically how this works is I am acting as proxy on behalf of you, and we release negative trapped emotional energies from negative past events, and you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually speaking. So let's see. Emily Booth. So just tonight we worked on Jasmine. She had depression. It was a 9. We got down to a 4. We worked on Melissa. She had neck pain from a 7 to a 3. We worked on Amanda. And then Summer. We just did Summer, and she had anxiety, and it was a 6. And we brought down to a 2. So energetically, just releasing negative trapped emotions from negative past events that are just kind of stuck into your body, and you feel better. So, okay, moving on to the next person. Who's it gonna be? Okay, Tiffany Madsen. Tiffany Madsen. Tiffany Madsen 4. Madsen 4. I know I have quite a few people in here. I don't think he is. We're gonna have to move on. Going once, going twice. Moving on to the next person. I'm tired. Who's the person who's not here either? KS Farms. Hello. All right, Mama Darklace. Mama Darklace. You have one action code session. Welcome. I'm here. Okay, perfect. If you'd like to, let's have you go live if you're available. And am I in there? So you have to enter every live. Yes, you are in there. Hi, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome.
Perfect. So you haven't had a session before, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
this is my
perfect.
first time.
Let's see. Oh, there you are. Kira, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yay.
A lot of people don't get that right, so thank you.
Yeah, no, I actually have an in-law's in-law. So my sister-in-law's sister-in-law.
Okay.
Anyways, so her name is Kira. So I was like, oh, I know how to pronounce that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is it echoing to you guys? It's like a high-pitched something. Maybe not anymore.
Maybe it was because I had my phone plugged in, so I plugged it.
Oh, let's see if that works. Kinda. I think it's just me. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Kira, what did you want to work on today?
Depression.
Man, lots of people have depression today.
6.5 to a 7.
6.5 to a 7. We'll do like a 6.75 for half a minute. Okay. We'll have a quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. All right, I'm actually gonna have you jump out and then jump back in, okay? I want to see if that fixes it. I hear it again. Let's see. Try it one more time. All right, we'll see if that works.
I'm wondering if I turned it off.
No, it's like every time I talk, it has like it's like repeating. Yes, Mir scheduled a session. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like I can hear myself through your end. We'll just have to figure it out. So it's weird. Talk quiet. I'll talk quiet so that so it works.
I'm not the phone anymore, so hopefully that helps too.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I was cupping the bottom of my phone, so hopefully that helps that I'm not cupping it anymore.
Okay, hopefully it helps. Let's see. That fixed the problem.
That was my end then.
I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, let's do this. It's back again. That is so weird. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. We'll just keep doing it and then it'll be fine. So okay, what is the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even out of one. Insecurity. When did 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 16? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. To be correct, that was the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this depression. Maybe even out of one. Heartache. 10, 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, 16, age 15. We need to know more. Okay. Go ahead and release that. To be correct, that was the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression. Maybe even out of 1, 3. Defensiveness. When 10, 20, 29, maybe even out of 1. When 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2. Helplessness. When did this pretend to 987H7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Yes, maybe even 2. Helplessness. When is 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, 8, 24. Are you recognizing any of these emotions by chance?
Yeah.
Super cool. Sorry. I just like geek out every somebody's like, yeah. I'm like, that's so cool.
That's totally fine. Every time you like say one, I can feel like tingles and lifting off, and my body gives me like body chills too.
What? Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I don't know if it affects people that are also empaths a little bit more.
You know what? I've actually noticed that people who are just more sensitive, like emotionally, they are typically
no, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, they're typically more sensitive to those sensations. So
okay,
interesting. Okay, what is the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Even out of 1. Betrayal. When did this pretend to 9876H6? Do you need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even out of 1, 3. Grief. When does this pretend 20H20? We need to know more. Okay, go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe 4. Guilt. When does this pretend 20H20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even out of 1. Heartache. When did this occur? Before the age of 10, 29, age 18. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? Anger. When did this pretend age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this depression? All right, go ahead and stand up. You know the drill. Stand up, walk around, take some steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Maybe a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Brian said it's second time. Yay. And then take one more really big deep breath in. And out. How do you feel?
Very light.
Yay!
Very, very light.
What number would you say?
The ones around 20 years old make so much sense. I was in a very bad mental abusive relationship. So that one's very spot on.
Aww.
The 18, that was my first real relationship, and we broke up because he had to go to a different school in a different state. He was like my first true love, and so that all hits.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
That's awesome that we were able to release all of that.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what did you say it was?
I think I'm a 1.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Because all I would do is smile.
Yay!
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for being on here. Are you okay if I put this on my YouTube channel?
Hey, you're totally fine.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, you guys. That was so cool. Stop it. That's awesome. From a 6.75, 6.5, 7. to 1. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that. Yay. Okay. That's literally all we do, is release trapped emotions. You feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually speaking. Super cool. I think that's one of my favorite reactions. Excuse me, is when people say, like, I just can't help, I can't stop smiling. Like, so cool. All right, so I can't stop smiling. I love that. That makes me excuse me, that makes me so happy. All right, let's get to 20,000 likes and we'll do another session. You guys, these are some amazing sessions today. Like, even though there's not as many people as we've had like the first part of the week, holy crap. Yep, definitely enter to win. I'm so excited, you guys. Maybe we can actually get through this entire list. That would be awesome, actually. That would be amazing. All right, moving on. It feels so good. Also, point, I felt it from my head. That is so interesting. That is so interesting. Divine timing. Have you done a session before? No. Okay, perfect. Let's do it. If you would like to, you're welcome to get on live with me here. If not, totally cool. And if you don't want to show your face, that's awesome. Anyways, I'm excited. Woo! And what did you want to work on? I believe your name is Shan. Shan, like Shannon or Shan. Don't quote me on that, but yes. Sleeping child. Okay, that's okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Love Shannon. That's cute. Do you like to go by Shan or Shannon? I have a friend named Shannon. But is bipolar depression one because I haven't heard it before? I would say bipolar, from my own knowledge, my own experience, like talking to people. Obviously, I'm not like a medical doctor or anything. I don't give medical advice. However, bipolar in and of itself is when you go through manic episodes and depressive episodes. So manic, depressive, manic, depressive, manic, depressive. So, yeah, anyways. I have worked on some people who have bipolar. And it's crazy. They're not crazy, but it's a very interesting thing to work with. Does that make sense? Either is fine. Anxiety, pain from a car accident are my main issues. Okay, which one would you prefer? Anxiety or the pain from the car accident? I will let you decide. I will let you decide. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. Anxiety. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. One being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. feel like it will help the pain. A 7. That's interesting. Okay. You also have PTSD. Okay. So I would assume that the PTSD causes anxiety. The triggers. Like you said, it's kind of all connected. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. We're almost to 1,000 or to 20,000. Let's get to 20,000 likes and we'll get started. We'll have a quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. A vicious cycle for sure. A vicious cycle for sure. This proxy for, I do feel something different with you though. Like the idea of anxiety, like it's like a double whammy. So like when your anxiety is going, it's almost like the physical pain is also going. So it's like one and the same. That is really interesting. Cool. Okay, let's do this. Yes. Okay. So connect this proxy for you is the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing. Yes. Awesome. What is the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Insecurity. When this pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, H7. Need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. To be correct, what's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even under 1, 3. Defensiveness. When is pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, H7. Need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that with the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 4. Rejection. When did this pretend to 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this insecurity? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, H7? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Night. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2. Trapped emotion of anxiety. When 10, 20, 29, 80, 70, 60, 15, age 15. Itchy nose tonight. Go ahead and release that. Did we correct? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing the anxiety? Maybe even at 1. Vulnerability. When does pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, H7? We need to know more. Okay. Do you recognize any of these emotions by chance, Shannon? Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of 1. Heartache. When does pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, H7? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Yes, rough childhood. Oh, I'm so sorry. Be even out of 1. Effort unreceived. When did this pretend 20, 29, 80, 70, 16, age 16? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, correct that. What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? May even do 4. Guilt. When did this pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? Go ahead and release that. Did we correct what's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this pretend 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Be correct that what's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe 2, 4. Another anger and domestic violence from not having those skills. Lots of therapy. Oh, sorry. When did this pretend 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct what's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2. Helplessness. When did this pretend? Age 4. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Yay, 20K. Did we correct that? I married that guy in your series and he almost killed me. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. I'm really sorry that you went through that. What is the, age 20 is when I had my son as a result of this. That's heavy. What is the biggest trapped emotion we can release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2. Failure. When this pretend 9, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. To be correct, that what's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your body around. I was gonna say something else. Move your body around, move your shoulders, your neck, give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Yes. We all grow from those types of things. It's just I have to grow from them. That's all. Oh. And then take one more big deep. Is the toxic relationship series over? No, I have a couple more. Hi. But it will be ending soon. I'm thinking about extending it though, because there's a lot more people that are loving it than I expected it to. So Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that anxiety? 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. You've got a lot to heal from, unfortunately. Maybe we should sit here and take some just really big deep breaths together. And it's heavy tonight. Woo! Sounds good to me. Sweet. A 4. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Feeling lighter. My pain is much better. I'm a medium, actually done a lot of inner work. Oh, that explains it. Okay, so I would definitely, it's nice having others check my energy. So I'll just be straight up with you. Your energy feels light, but it feels like there is, I don't know if it's like an entity or like some outside source that is literally draining your energy. Like, I don't know if it's clients or if it's family, friends, but it's like something that is just way heavy. Does that make sense? And you should definitely get rid of it. I don't know if you need to like do some saging, or if you need to like break up with somebody, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely an outside thing that's like just sucking the life out of you, literally, unfortunately. Please don't tell me you have kids with him. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry that's awful. I hope that, thank you. I hope that you'll be able to disconnect from him. Ooh, I would do, okay, if you can, I would schedule, yeah. If you can, I would schedule an emotion code, the introductory session. And during that session, we will do release courtings with your ex. That way, when you're around him, it's not like walking on eggshells around that person. Does that make sense? So, yay! You booked a session. Woo woo! I have a full feeling in my left ear and eye for the past 12 years. Do you think it could be caused by emotions? So, not that I'm like diagnosing anything, but definitely it can. It's very possible. You never know. So, all right, let's do another sesh. Let's do another sesh. I have to pee though. Loved my session last night. I have felt so relieved all day today, and it's so crazy how this works. Yay! I'm so happy for you. That's great. I cleanse with clients a lot, so it helps. So it's him. Thanks. Good. Okay, so I would release courtings or trauma bonds, soul ties, whatever you want to call them, more if you can. And maybe if possible, release them from your kids as well. Release all unhealthy ones, just the unhealthy ones, because sometimes it's like he's getting in through your kids. Does that make sense? So, and then there's also a shielding or protection. Go to the bathroom while we get the likes to 25,000. Okay, let's do it. Let me hurry and finish this though. One thing that I would recommend, can't wait for my first session this Thursday. I wish I could just have it now. Yay! Okay, so as far as courtings, I would just release anything that you can from everyone, including your kids, because sometimes the abusive exes or narcs can get in through your kids, and it creates like a loophole. So, and then I would also do like any protection or visualization that is specifically towards like cutting any cords and shielding and protecting yourself. I do have a shield on my YouTube channel if you want to check that out. But definitely, that's some heavy stuff. Okay, I will be right back. I need to go to use the bathroom. So if you guys will get to 25,000 likes, I'll be right back. Okay. Don't go anywhere. Bum, bum, bum. I'm back. Welcome. 25. Yay. You guys are the best. Okay. Let's see. Welcome. Okay. Thank you so much. So, Bo keeps getting on, my husband. I can see you. All right, so let's do another session. Pick somebody randomly. Oh, so bad. Let's see. Hi, and then again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button for live session. Candace 31182. Candace. Yay! All righty, Rooskies. So, yes, I see you. Okay, so let's go ahead and I need a snack. Let's see. Candace is 41. What are we working on with you? We can work on anything that, anything mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that issue? 1 being less and then 10 being the most severe. Stress. How would you rate the stress right in this moment? Let's see. Do I like carrot cake? I mean, it's not my first choice, but yes. Let's see. All right. Let's go ahead and have a moment of silence and then we'll get to it. All right, make this proxy for you. What is the biggest trapped emotion? Oh, actually, just a reminder, the only way I'm able to do this all for free during these lives is if you follow me here on TikTok, on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the only thing that I ask that you guys do. Do you need a hug? Come here. Oh. I love you.
Daddy whistled.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay, go get in bed. I love you.
So Lucas got blood
Oh, he
on
did.
his feet.
Is he okay?
Yeah. Maybe he stepped on glass.
Oh, I hope not. Is he okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I love you. Can you close the door?
Tomorrow I will though.
You bet. Can you close the door?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, sorry about that. Okay, guys, please don't ban me. It was on the left. Okay, I'm so sorry. All right, Candace, can I select this proxy for you? What is the biggest trapped emotion? He is so adorable. What is the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing the stress? Maybe even out of 1, 3. Grief. When did this pretend in 987 H7? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this stress? Maybe not a 1. Betrayal. When did this pretend 1917 H17? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now? That is causing the stress. Maybe 2. Failure. When did this pretend to 987 H7? Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this stress? Maybe even out of 1, 3. Confusion. When did this occur? H10, 20, H20. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even 2. Low self-esteem. When this pretend to 987 H7. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that with the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this pretend 20, 29, 18, 17, 16, 15, H15? We need to know more. Okay. Go ahead and release that. Did we correct that with the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even out of 1, 3. Confusion. When did this pretend to 987 H7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that and set up a session? Yay! What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this stress? Maybe even out of 1, 3. Defensiveness. When did this pretend to 987 H7? Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this pretend to 987 H7? Go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this stress? Maybe even 2. Anxiety. When this occur, 987 H7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing the stress? Maybe even out of 1. Overjoy. When did this pretend to 987 H7? We need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this stress? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around, give me a little shimmy, a little bit of jerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Go ahead and take a really big deep breath in and out. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the stress that you feel? Really big deep breaths. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. Wow, it's like cooler all over me. I had a horrible childhood. 2. You were spot on. How exciting. That's awesome. So that's, again, all we do. We just release trapped emotions, negative emotional from your body from negative past events, and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. It's much lighter. Yay! That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. So let's do some more. I'll probably do like 2 or 3. Awesome. Thank you for being on here. I really appreciate it. All right, let's pick a new person. I'll be booking a fish. Perfect. Again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok giveaway, and we will pick another person. Perfect. KS Farm Life. KS Farm Life going once. I always love that. Got on. You helped my mom yesterday. How exciting. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. Going twice. Moving on. Moving on. You guys, I need a snack. Tiffany Madsen. Going once. Going twice. I don't think she's here. Oh, so close. Vicky, that is you. Let's in. I know you're being so patiently. So patiently. Yay. So Vicky, what did you want to work on? Yes. V Sweetie. V Sweetie 1. That's you. Ooh, trust. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it? 10 being like, and 1 being like, oh my gosh, I trust everybody in this world. Even the bad people. I trust everybody. How would you rate that? Ooh, 10 out of 10. Okay, let's do it. We'll have a quick moment of silence. Let's do it. Connect this proxy for you. Yes. What is the biggest trapped emotion now that is causing a lack of trust? Maybe even another one. Insecurity. When does it pretend 20, 29, 18, 16, age 16? I need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. A lack of trust. Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. To be sure that what's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this lack of trust? Maybe even another one. Heartache. When did this pretend in 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we cover that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing a lack of trust? Maybe 2, 4, 6. Pride. When did this pretend to 987 H7? We need to know more. Do you recognize any of these emotions by chance? Let's go ahead and release this pride. You do? Awesome. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is, here we go. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this lack of trust? 2, 4, even odd 1, 3. There we go. Sadness. When this pretend to 987 H7. Let's go ahead and release that. We correct that. What's the biggest trapped release now that's causing this lack of trust? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this pretend to 987 H7? Go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this lack of trust? Maybe even odd 1. Insecurity. When did it pretend to 9876 H6? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this lack of trust? 4, 6. When did this pretend to 987 H7? Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this lack of trust? Maybe even 2. Anxiety. When you said wow. Oh, when does it pretend to 9876 H6? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this lack of trust? Maybe even 2. Another anxiety. 1, 10, 20, 30, 28, 65, age 25. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct out what the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this lack of trust? Your body says no. Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take steps, move your shoulder around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it. Get it. Go ahead and take some really big breaths. And then 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the most. How do you rate that trust feeling? 10 being like, and then 1 being, oh, I trust my closest friends only. There was definitely a lot of insecurity there, which was really interesting. Super fascinating. Yay! We literally cut in half. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Super cool. Thanks for being here. All right, let's get to another session. I am starting to get really tired, so see how much energy I have left. Let's see. Moving on. When you were, oh, excuse me, left me with your parents moved to California and left you with your relatives. Your parents moved to California, and left you with relatives. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I mean, I know California is expensive, but why are you moving there if you can't take your whole family with you? Oh my gosh. Good evening. So, Mammy Zara, I don't know how to pronounce that. They went back to New Hampshire. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's awful. I wish people knew how much things were traumatizing to people as we're doing it. Horrible now, I understand. I'm sorry. Me, Zara, going once, going twice. She was on here a second ago. It really did me. You know, I don't blame you. I actually had an experience. I actually don't talk about it a lot. I've told my daughter this though, because it's something that related to what she's been going through with certain things in her life. But is this considered a session? This is considered a mini session. A mini session. Typically during like an average session, I'll release anywhere from 6 to 24 emotions in one, like within 30 minutes. Sometimes I can get it done pretty quick. Sometimes, you know, they are just taking a minute to get out, but yeah. So one thing that I can totally relate to that is when, I don't know if I can say this on live, but one time my family left me at home while they went out to dinner, and they got back right after I woke up, like from a nap, and they had come back and everybody was like laughing, and then all I remember is going up like by like the garage door where they would come in from the garage, and I'd be like, where were you? And then I remember my mom saying like, oh, I forgot about you. And I was like, and like, not that we were like dirt poor, but we were not rich, I want to say. So like going out to eat was like a treat. It was considered a treat for us. And so knowing that they had gone out to eat, I was so sad. I was so sad. Would you categorize trauma associated with years of your videos, say, by a spouse? I don't understand. I have bipolar, PTSD, depression. I have done EMDR therapy. Nothing works. So I'm extremely intrigued. Oh my God, I would love to work with you. I know there are some people like EMDR like really works for, but then other people it does not work or they absolutely hate it. So I know exactly what you're saying. I get that. Oh, yeah. Super cool. So what would you consider? I was young. Oh. What would you I misunderstood the question. I would say not that I'm like an expert. That's not what I am. I'm not a therapist. Like, here you ask if targeting anxiety, etc. How would you categorize if I were to book? Oh, okay. So I usually like to go after the symptoms. Does that make sense? So I'm not the type of person that is like for example, if you PTSD or fibromyalgia, you know, I don't go after the diagnosis. I go after the symptoms that you're dealing with. So like, for example, PTSD or bipolar can look completely different to two different people. Does that make sense? There are some people that like it works, like it's different for one and the other. And so again, I just go after the symptoms that you're dealing with. So for example, if you feel anxiety or feel depression, then that's one thing. But if you say, I have PTSD, then I'm like, okay, what's triggering that? Like, what are your triggers? And then go after the triggers or go after the feeling that comes along with the PTSD. Does that make sense? I stopped therapy years ago. Explain some levels along the level. She wants levels. Does this work on fatigue? Yes. I have learned my own coping skills through therapy, but still deal with symptoms. Okay, so then we would go over symptoms. We would just release the trapped emotion that's causing blank symptom. Does that make sense? And then over the course of so many sessions, we'll kind of see how you're developing, progressing, or not progressing. I know some people don't progress. So then we have to go into like resistance to healing. There's an entire arsenal of resistance to healing. Anytime somebody is like not progressing the way that they should be, or the kind of baseline, then I use resistance to healing, which is super simple. Does that make sense? It's just a lot of steps. Codependent. Yep, we can definitely work on all of that. For sure. That totally makes sense. Okay, cool. So, but just being straightforward with you, I usually recommend going straight for the heart wall first, because I feel like once you release the heart wall, getting rid of that block that's preventing you from, a lot of times when your heart is locked, it prevents you from a lot of things, feeling love, connection, all of that. And by releasing that, it's actually helping you with like 10 things. Does that make sense? So, yeah. I noticed that after a session, I go through emotional detox. Most people go through this. Yes. So it's called, I consider it processing. It typically takes 1 to 2 days, rarely 3. But it's basically like your body getting used to not having those emotions anymore. So sometimes people become very emotionally sensitive. Some people become, they need extra sleep, vivid dreams. They have a hard time sleeping. But I want to say it only happens 20% of the time. Does that make sense? So 20% of the time, what do you call that? 20% of the time you'll have processing. And then I actually had clients who processed every single time. And then that's when we have to release trapped emotions that's called harsher processing. So how do I do that? I watched it earlier. Actually read the emotion code. Will actually teach you all of the basics that I do, and you can do it yourself. I'm not gatekeeping here. There's gatekeeping. If you want to release your own heart wall, you can. I released my own heart wall. There were a few trapped emotions that I couldn't get, so I actually have another practitioner do it. But release your own heart wall, release your own emotions. The emotion code book is linked in my bio if you'd like to get it. And honestly, you can do it yourself, or you can come to me, either way. And then the other way is getting a session done by a practitioner like me. So I would prefer that. Actually, I'm in an amazing place now and struggling to accept all of it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You're struggling to accept like your past. You're struggling to accept your past, or to accept the trauma. Oh, that's a really hard place to be in. It's exhausting. You're welcome. Thanks for being on here, Tina. All righty, Ruskies. Let's do one more session. I have one more session in me, and then we will probably be done with this. Like, how much? So the introductory session, the first session with me, is $39. And then basically what happens during that introductory session, I ask you some simple questions, basic questions, get to know you a little bit. And then I'll do a mini session to get to try it out for yourself. And then I go over prices and packages based on your needs, because there are some people who are like, I just need a couple sessions and I'm good, and there's other people who are going to need like 6, 12, 24 sessions. It just depends on you, person. So struggling to accept good things and love from amazing partner now. See, that's the thing. When you go through a toxic relationship or an abusive relationship. This could be from parents, like you were raised in kind of a crappy household. Some parts were great, but other parts were not so great. And sometimes if you go through a toxic relationship and you get into an actual healthy relationship, that's where like the struggle is. Does that make sense? Because it's almost like, I know I'm worthy and deserving of certain things in my life, but it's almost like because I was conditioned to believe that I am not worthy and deserving, I have a hard time being okay or accepting like healthy habits. Does that make sense? Which is something I have personally, I've had a hard time with, because I know what it's like. I know what that's like. And not that I'm saying I'm perfect, but I feel like right now, my relationship with my husband has never been better. Not that I'm saying that go through struggles, but it's almost like learning how to be okay with a healthy relationship after being in a toxic relationship. So I don't want to bleed on my partner who is so kind and patient. I know exactly what you mean. So my best advice for you is release your heart well. Release that as soon as you can, because that's going to get rid of a lot of the blocks that's preventing you from feeling love. That's like one of the typical symptoms. So 10 typical symptoms of heart wall: anxiety, depression, PTSD, low energy, fatigue, your health issues, foggy mission in life, relationship issues. So this is like giving and receiving love, and then abundance and wealth issues. So if you have any of those 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. And Dr. Brian Nelson says that 93% of people have a heart wall. So if you can release your heart wall, it's going to help you to allow the positive, the actual love. You know how sometimes you go through a toxic relationship and, they're like shoving you and pushing you, and they're like, oh, I'm doing it because I love you, or like, I'm hurting you because I love you. It's tough love. No, that is not love. That is not love. That is abuse. Okay? So when you go through a toxic relationship and you go into a healthy one, you believe that you deserve to be punished. I can actually help get rid of that feeling. Okay? It's called a broadcast message. So a broadcast message is why you put towards other people, and then they intentionally treat you that way. So for example, if you have a broadcast message of ignore me, then people intentionally ignore you. You walk into a room and then it's like nobody wants to talk to you. It's that feeling. So once you release that, then it feels so much more natural to go into the room and be okay with attention. Does that make sense? It's kind of the same thing with getting into a healthy relationship. It's like, oh, I actually feel okay accepting this healthy love. Like, oh, you want to do the dishes for me? Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Instead of like, oh, there's strings attached. There's so many things that go along with that. So I totally understand that. Totally understand that. Yay! I'm excited for your session tomorrow too. All right, Emily Booth. Let's do a screw. So many good nuggets today. This is great. You know what's so interesting? There are times where I absolutely love having like way more people in here, but then there's sometimes where I'm like, it's so nice to have like smaller, intimate group. So I'm sure my guy now thinks it's so weird how often I thank him for tiny random kindnesses. Stop it. Oh my gosh. It is so interesting that you say that, because I have gone through the same thing. Like for example, because my husband is a stay-at-home dad now, and there are certain things that he does that I'm just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And he's like, it's really not that big of a deal. like it's easy, and to him it's like not a big deal, but to you it's like, oh my gosh, thank you, like thank you so much. And especially, so I grew up in a household where I feel like there were some people that were not emotionally intelligent, and so whenever I cried or whenever I had a hard time, I was very just being emotional. I feel like nobody was really to listen. Does that make sense? And so I felt like I was never heard. I was never seen. Nobody wanted to pay attention to me, just because it's like, oh, she's whining again, So there are times that I have like broken down crying and my husband's like, what is wrong? And I would like talk about it and he would be like, I'm so sorry that you feel that way. Like, is there anything I can do to help feel better? And I want to say one of the first times he actually said that to me, I was like, you actually care about my feelings? And then that made me cry even more because I was like, I feel so validated. Thank you. So anyways, so crazy. It's so crazy. Anyways, all right, let's do moving on to the next person. Moving on. All right. This is exciting. HRV ALCHAR. I don't know how to pronounce that. Her voucher? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. Say what? So right there with you. I know my guy deserves the best. I want to be that for him too. Exactly. That's how you know that you're a good person, is when you care about other people that care about you. Not just like, I'm here for you, and then like not actually have action behind it, but it's like, yeah. Anyways. All right, moving on to the next person. Actually, oh, Heather. Heather, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. Voucher. Heather Voucher. Going once, going twice. Moving on. Need to sit up straight more. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, Denisha. Denisha. Me. We did your mom was that last night that we did her session? Super cool. All righty, Rooskies. 23. Perfect. All right, let's do a sesh for you. I should probably go to bed early tonight because I have an early morning tomorrow. So what are we working on? What did you want to work on? What would you like to work on? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, major anxiety. Okay, let's go. Anxiety. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that anxiety? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. Oh, have you ever wanted to like pop your back with those like school chairs? I wish I had one of those so I could just pop my back with it. On a scale of 1 to 10, right now 5, but can get up to a 12. Crazy. Okay, let's do it. Thank you. Merge link in bio if you're interested. Anyways, okay. Yes, now connect this proxy for you. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even another one. Insecurity. When this pretend 987H7. I need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. What's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even two. Hopelessness. When the pretend 987H7 needs no more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even 1-3. Brief. When this pretend 987H7. Go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 1. Effort unreceived. When does pretend 987H7 needs no more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct out the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 1. Effort unreceived. When did this occur? Pretend 987H6. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe 4. Guilt. When did this 987H7? We need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 1. Overjoy. When does 987H7? Need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. We correct that. What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe 4. Anger. When did pretend 987H7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? All right, Nisha, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around, give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 the most severe, how do you rate the anxiety? 1 being the lowest after a really big deep breath. Also, do you recognize any of these emotions, just out of curiosity? Yay! A 3. That's good progress. I definitely feel, I'll just be straight up with you. I definitely feel like a resistance from you. Either like the anxiety is actually serving you. That's a lot. Yes. Lots happen at age 7 in school. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's kind of like the anxiety in and of itself is actually keeping you safe. So we may have to do a little bit of resistance to healing with the anxiety. That way it doesn't, hopefully it doesn't go back up to 12, but for sure, release your heart wall. And then the last thing I would probably mention is, what was I going to say? Oh, any type of meditation, any type of grounding or breath work, I would recommend doing a lot this week, specifically this week. That way over the course of like the next week or so. I mean, if you can make a habit for like the rest of your life, that's awesome, but for sure at least a week. So yay. Any questions, you guys? Thank you so much for getting on. I literally love every single one of you. Yay. What was the joy? Oh, overjoy. Overjoy is kind of like something that's too much of a good thing, can be bad. So it's almost like laughing until like your cheeks hurt, your stomach hurts. And it's like, even though laughing is a good thing, sometimes it's too much is not good. So it's like taking too many vitamins. Does that make sense? How does this work with kids? As long as I have parental consent or permission, then I can work on your kids. Does that make sense? And they don't technically have to be there. They can if they want to. I know the older they get, the more intrigued, or sorry, the more they would rather be there. Does that make sense? So, yeah. Yay! You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being on here. I will be on tomorrow. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. Can you message me the words you said? How about message me first? Message me either on Instagram or here on TikTok. I will send it to you. How do you relax after all this? I just go to bed. I'm really tired. I'm actually going to go drink some like relaxation tea, like chamomile tea, and just go to bed because your girl is tired. Yay! Okay, thank you so much. And then just a reminder, I do have openings next week. If you'd like to schedule a session, I opened up my Thursday next week, so y'all are welcome to go schedule. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.